I've done a lot of research into my own inner perspective and counseling and coaching and reading and meditation and prayer on this thing, ego and IGI, which I call it. The book that I wrote previously was called The IGI Principles, which is the reverse of the light and dark of ego. And I realized I was trying to find ways to overcome and get past my ego. And I became to realize that more is that balance. And you and I talked about it on this last show. It's having the ego is something that drives us to get done. So as your professional proving that this can done, proving that your skills are in a way that you can use it. The ego does drive us. Yeah. And then the other side of that is if it's being done for good and being done for others, and it's being done in service and it's being done for higher purpose, then what I call that is IGI, or inviting good in, inviting greatness in, and inviting grace in. And it's when it's about sharing for the purpose of others, even if we're using our ego to get stuff done. Because there's no one on the planet that doesn't have an ego. There's no one on the planet that isn't going to sometimes get pulled more into their ego than IGI. But I found for me, it was more of a dance and an understanding of ego and IGI than it was trying to get out of it, because I knew it would never not exist, because that is of the self. But I think what your movie does so well is it pulls so out of the self, because you kind of open up yourself and you like show your inside out from your heart and your soul. And then your body completely was transformed as well. The ego of getting the tenacity, like I sometimes say, ego is necessary. It just gets shit done. The ego does, right? So for you to have the discipline to transform your body and lose 30 pounds in the US standpoint, there is an ego around that about how am I going to look? How am I going to be perceived? Or, is this going to portray? So that ego thing, I think all of us can probably relate to that when we're on a mission, when we're on a project, when we want to do something, but we're also doing it from a sense of proving to a father, proving to a mother, proving to society, proving to someone else. But hey, if it fuels us to get stuff done with a good cause, that's part of the process. That's part of the alchemy formula, right? That's necessary. So I'm so glad that you're bringing that up.
Hi, I'm Steve Rodgers. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you'd like to hear more from thought leaders, executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs, click on the link below and subscribe. We'd love to have you join us.